Today on the Bridge Podcast, we welcome Zachary Pena, a 5th grade dual language immersion student at Garcia Elementary School, along with his principal, Mr. Gilbert Pulido. Zachary is a standout student, model, and YouTuber with a passion for learning. We will learn how the Dual Language Immersion program is shaping students like Zachary and making an impact at the home of the Grizzlies. Let's get started. Here with a superstar student. They call him Hollywood at Garcia Elementary. I am so honored to have Zachary Pena and Principal Gilbert Pulido from Garcia Elementary School. And we're just going to have a great conversation because this is the energy that this kid is giving out is just infectious. So thank you for being here. Zachary, so I understand you have a unique story. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And what do you enjoy about being a student at Garcia Elementary School?
Oh, so first of all, I actually want to talk about the changes at Garcia. So the old the district the bathroom the stripes that you see when you're entering in the cafeteria. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they used to be blue.
So you've seen a lot of changes.
A lot of changes.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Principal Pulido, what makes Zachary such a special student? Because you see his energy and his positivity radiating. It must be wonderful to have him on campus.
Absolutely. Probably one of the first kids that I met when I got to Garcia 2 years ago. And in hearing his stories, you can tell he's very energetic. He has a great story. And when I found out what he's done and just how he carries himself around school, positive, actually very caring, very considerate about other people before he really thinks of himself, is just one of those things that's an inspiration. And for Zach, there's no excuses. Just he's always a go-getter, and just a great kid. Great spirit, a great light on our campus. And so when I was asked, "Hey, do you have somebody?" One of the first kids I thought about was Zach, or as we call him, Hollywood. Actually, I kind of nicknamed him Hollywood, and when I found out all the things that he's done, it was like, oh man, Hollywood. So,
and we're gonna talk about all the things that you do, because I hear that not only you have a YouTube channel, but you do some modeling for Disney. So that
modeling,
is super cool. But aside from all of that, you're balancing that out with being a student. And I hear you're in the DLI, the Dual Language Immersion program at Garcia. Can you tell me about maybe your teacher or your experience in that class?
Yes. So first of all, I have a teacher. So my teacher is Miss Vargas.
Hey.
And my 4th grade teacher is Miss Pulido. And it was Miss Vargas. I was actually very comfortable. I was actually very comfortable with the classroom and my classmates.
And you're getting ready to go into middle school.
Uh-huh.
How does that feel? Because that's going to be a new school, new teachers, new experience. Are you excited?
Yeah. And then also, we have a trip to Hawaii and Disneyland, which is tomorrow on the 24th.
Hawaii is a very cool place. So you're very lucky to go there.
Yeah.
Mr. Pulido, why is the Dual Language Immersion program such an important part of Garcia and having students like Zachary in that program? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, Garcia was one of the first original schools that to incorporate DLI into their program, and it's a pretty exciting thing when you see the curriculum, how rigorous it is. It's really a cool thing to see because you're able to see how the kids develop, in kindergarten to 5th grade. And being bilingual myself, it's one of those things where I wish I would have had a class like that because, yes, although I speak it, writing and reading Spanish probably not one of my strongest suits, but depending on who you talk to, they'll say that my Spanish is probably not the best either, but I do that conversational piece. So that's one of those big things where right now, as a student, it's beneficial, and when they grow up, it'll definitely be something that'll definitely help them in their careers and in life. So
I hear you. I'm right there with you. Zachary, so you're a YouTuber. Can you talk a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Actually, actually, I don't physically have a YouTube channel, but I actually do have a cooking show.
You have a cooking show?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How do you find time to be a kid amongst being a model and being having a cooking show?
Yeah, and then I did I actually did guacamole, which I actually used to like it, and I like it. I actually really do like it a lot.
Feliz Friday, everyone. Hoy vamos a hacer chicken parmigiano con spaghetti. Es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe.
But now I'm used to trying quesadillas.
That sounds delicious. How did you learn how to do? Did mom teach you the recipes, or are you just learning them on your own? How are you doing this?
I think my mom probably just got out a recipe and then I started chopping. That's it. And then I think my next cooking show, I think in my next cooking show we're gonna make tacos.
That sounds delicious. That sounds awesome. Who's your mom? Do you want to give her a shout out?
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
Sylvia Pena.
So I know she might be in the room, but why don't you give her a shout out for the whole world to hear?
Yeah. So my mom. So my mom is named Sylvia Pena. She always cares for me. She makes me one of my favorite foods, which is pizza, and ham and cheese sandwiches.
Shout out to mom. Principal Pulido, so Zachary, he's so inspirational. You see all the things that he does, that positivity. How has he inspired you and maybe others at school, at Garcia?
Honestly, what it comes down to is when you look at Zach at school, he's always smiling, always willing to stop and just talk to people and ask him how their day was. A very polite kid. He'll sit there and hold doors for people as you walk by. So as far as the inspirational piece, to see Zach at such a young age just willing to smile at everybody and talk to everybody who comes in contact with them, again, as a principal or even as just a human being, if we could all just take a note from that, we're just like, hey, stop and just ask the other person, how are you doing? Smile at somebody. We all know that stuff's contagious. And so those are the things where no matter what, you'll never see Zach having a bad day. And so kudos to the family, to mom, because again, she's there with him. There's not one thing that mom's not going to be at for Zach. And so, like I said, to me, seeing Zach at school just every single day is honestly a blessing to be able to see how his light just shines on our campus.
So many people love you, Zach. So thank you. Thank you for going to school every day and trying your hardest. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, Carlos.
What is one thing that you wish grown-ups understood better about being a kid?
I didn't. So I didn't know him as a child. But she's a good mom to me. She makes me one of my favorite foods. She takes me to Disney and a lot. We actually went on Wednesday with my brother Zane, my sister, my little sister Zara.
Can you say hi to them too? So I didn't even ask you, your brothers and sisters. What are your brothers and sisters' names? And say hi to them. Say hi to them.
Zane and Zara.
Zane and Zara. You can say hi to them right there, because they're watching.
Hi, Zane and Zara.
Zach, and then, can you tell everybody what your favorite thing to do when you go to recess? What is one of the things you like to do at going to recess?
Go on the swings, because I could swing higher than anyone, and then the seesaw, because if I bounce harder. I can jump.
You have so much energy. Can I have some of your energy? Because I need it. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Zach, thank you so much for being on the show. What is the name of your cooking show? We're gonna put it on the screen right here so everybody can visit it.
I think cooking with Zach, like Zach.
Cooking with Zach.
Mhm.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah. So, we've been into all those countries. We've been into Tokyo, Paris, Rome, London,
Whoa.
Italy, Moscow, Puerto Vallarta, and Talpa.
You have been all over the world.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Do you plan to continue traveling? You want to visit more places? More countries?
Yeah.
By the way, he has a Netflix show as well. What is the name of the Netflix show?
Special.
Zachary, I want to thank you so much for being here. Your story is inspiring. You are just a beam of energy and a beam of light, and we appreciate having you not only on this podcast, but within the Rialto Unified School District. And thank you, Principal Pulido, for letting us know about wonderful students like Zachary and just the great things that are happening on your campus of Garcia. It's awesome to get to highlight that.
Thank you very much, and we definitely appreciate you guys having us here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.